So I was recording this and then I went to go live to do like another video, and for some reason it's going live. So I guess I'm meant to share these dreams with people, but I guess there's gonna be people that are gonna come in and that are gonna say they have the same type of dream, or they're gonna resonate with the dream. So I am welcome you guys. Like I said, I was supposed to do this like privately, and then I ended up, for some reason, I ended up being on live. So I guess there's gonna be people that resonate with these dreams, or that have had the same exact dreams, and that, or something similar. So I'm gonna log a few of my dreams. You can choose to join me or not. Like I said, I was supposed to do this by myself in private, but it ended up going live. So I'm gonna log some of my dreams here and keep it on my YouTube channel so that I can look back at it, because I wanted to write them down, but it's a lot. So I'm just gonna go back a couple of months and just grab some of the dreams that I feel like are the most important. Hi, Gina. Hey, guys. So I mean, the reason why I guess you guys are logged, you came with me here on this dream log journey, is because like you're gonna either be like, oh, I had a similar dream or something like that. But hey, Lori. So all right, so I'm gonna go through a couple of important dreams that I had, and I'm logging my dreams right now. So of course, if you guys don't want to join, that's fine. But I'm logging them because I think it's important to do that. Okay. So one of the most important dreams that I could say that I had, the couple, it's a lot of them, but I'm gonna go through them. So one of them was when I was living in my other house. I had hey babe, Tipsy Tea Leaf Oracle. The reason why I think you guys are here, if you're here, is because I really just wanted to log my dreams and just do a video on logging my dreams and put it on YouTube so I could have it to look back on. Because writing them down would just take me a very long time, because I was going to write it on my computer, but it was going to take forever. If you're here, it's probably because you're going to be like, I had a dream similar to that. But anyway, let me continue. One of the most important ones was in my old house when I had a dream that I was in the kitchen, and I'm going to try to go through the dreams quickly and just grab the important parts of it. I had a dream I was in the kitchen, and when I was in my kitchen, I was telling everybody, look outside, there's a UFO, but everybody in my family couldn't see the UFO, only I could. And it was big, it was coming down in my backyard, and it was huge, and I was like, holy shit. And as it was coming down, and it was leaving a big hole in the ground, okay? Me too, I like listening to other people's dreams, I always do, because I love interpreting them. There was a big, but the dreams that I'm talking about, that I'm telling you about, I don't feel like they need interpretation. I believe they were huge messages, and I pretty much got the message very clearly because the way the dreams were presented to me. It wasn't like they didn't go through these dreams that I'm sharing like they weren't in parables. They were like straight up, this is what's happening. Look, So the one dream in my house, in my old house, dream number one. This is June. This is 3 months ago. So what was that? April. Uh, I don't know. What's before April? April, May, June, January, February, March, April, January. I would say January 2022. Okay. So I was in the kitchen looking out the window. There was a big spaceship, and I was telling my family, look, and nobody saw the spaceship but me. And I was like, look, you guys don't see that, and nobody saw it. So the spaceship was leaving a big hole in the ground in my backyard. And I was like, come on, you guys don't see that, and nobody could see it. And then this like red light was like watching me from outside. It was like following me, and I was like hiding, like hide, it's watching us. And as I was doing that, I looked to my left hand side outside of my yard, and I'm like, where did the spaceship go? And it disappeared. And there was a big hole in the ground, and immediately like 10 guys showed up in like black suits, and they were covering the whole floor up. So that was a big message to me. That was one of the first UFO dreams I ever had, and they were showing me like, whenever we come and try to like leave you guys hints and leave things for you, it gets covered up. That was instant. I knew that's what they were saying to me. It's like, everything you've been saying, Flo, is right. The cover-ups have been happening, and we're showing you that this is exactly how they do it. Another one was, the first one was just the UFO. I didn't see no beings, no nothing. The second one, this was another important one, was when the Pleiadians, it was a young girl, and she was straight up Pleiadian, I could tell. Big blue almond eyes, blonde hair. Some of you might remember this dream. And I was in this glass house. I lived by like a foresty type of place. And it's funny because when I've envisioned my home, I've seen it look like that, like with big windows and like, you know, a lot of trees around and stuff like that. And that's what it was. And I woke up to the glass door and she's behind the door and I see this little girl and I'm like, hello? And she like looks at me with intense eyes and like gives me the message like, come over here. So I opened the door. I was intimidated, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh god, oh god. And she opened the door and she grabbed my hand and I started giggling. Like, you know, I always notice I get really giggly whenever I see these beings. So I'm like, oh my god, they're here, you know. I get really giggly. I'm not scared, it's more like a nervous giggle, right? And then I act kind of awkward, like I would do in real life. So she grabs my hand and looks at me dead in the eyes, and she got real serious. And I was like, "Oh, this is serious." Like, and she was like, "Follow me" with her eyes. So I was like, "Okay." So I start following her, and she holds my hand, and this UFO in the sky went to pick me up. So I got lifted up with her. We started getting lifted up, but then all of a sudden I got dropped back down, and I was like, "What the fuck? What happened? Why didn't I go up?" And as I was going up, I looked to my right, and there's a UFO in the floor. It's like a base, a camp base. Like you could tell. Another one. They were showing me about the government. Another one, and it was like the UFO was half in, half out of the ground. It was half up, half out. So I walked this way. But the interesting thing about it was behind, like there was this big silver plate on the floor. She walked, and then she starts walking me towards the plate, showing me like, okay, so everybody thinks it's like us in the sky doing all this, but really it's your institutions doing this right here in your faces, but you guys can't see it because they're hidden. I'm getting itchy everywhere right now. They're hidden, and she, as she was grabbing my hand to go, she was telling me like, go in there, go, I want you to look to see what they're doing. Oh my god, my right eye, I'm getting heat in my right eye so hard right now. And then on my left side though, this is what the weird thing about it is. You guys could chime in if you think like you're picking up intuitively what you think it is. On the left side, there was all these people. They were very angry, like they were mad. There was all these guys and women, and they were just mad. Like they were mad at me though. And I was like, what? She's the one telling, she's pulling me in there. Like, what do you want me to do? And they were trying to attack me. Like, but she went like this with her hand, and they all flew back like really fast. Like they were like, let us in, let us in. They were screaming like, let us in. We want to go in there. Who the fuck is she? Like, and so they were mad because she was pulling me in the UFO in the base camp, like protecting me. And then she pushed them all out with just her hand like that, and they all flew back. And then I went into this half in, half out disc that was on the ground. I go in the half in, half out disc, and I start walking up these stairs. And when I walk up the stairs, I sit down and I'm walking and I'm expecting to see like all these Pleiadian people and beings. But once again, this is like, I'll tell you guys more, there's more. I go in and there's all these people, men in black. They have like white shirts on, black ties, and this woman sits me down in a chair and she goes to me, and I'm hearing, be careful because you're being watched right now. But I'm just sharing dreams. It's not that serious. So they're just dreams, right? They're just dreams. We have to say that, right? So I go into the thing, and she and all these like men in black type people. She sits me down and starts asking me questions like, where are you from? What are you doing? Why do you know about this? Why do you know? Like she's asking me these questions, and she's trying to intimidate me and scare me. Like she put all these spiders on the floor. This dog starts barking at me, and I looked at the dog. I said, shh, don't bark at me. And he just, he went down, and then all these spiders, like it was an illusion basically. Like they try to intimidate us and scare us. That's what I felt. And I told the spiders go. I was like, oh, spiders, go away. And they went away, and the woman looked at me like, oh shit, she's not scared. And then whatever, that was another dream I had, and I woke up. Another interesting dream I had about UFOs was I was again being pulled into a alien spaceship, but then the human beings took me into the space, and I remember these guys. They were standing with like blue button-down shirts and beige kind of ties, and I go inside of this like base camp. None of these things were in UFOs in the sky. They were showing me like everything's happening here, and they pulled me into the spaceship. But it was in the ground on the earth. Again, once again, it's like secret bunks that I've been talking about forever, but you know, until now I didn't get the proof. And they pull me in, and he goes, welcome. He goes, welcome. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to be here. I've been wanting to be, I knew I was going to be called into these government places for a long time. And the guy goes to me, really? Like, you're excited to be here? I was like, yeah, I don't care. I want to know what's going on. Like, because I was almost like kind of wanting to spy to see what's going on. So I was acting like I was their friends, okay? That's another interesting one, okay? What's another interesting one? Oh, I went into a spaceship once. I'll just mention this one where these girls were all like, they had like half moon, half stars in there, drawn on them, but they were like silver and glowing on their third eyes. And I remember all of them asking me, we were in the bathroom and I was getting ready to get out of the bathroom. We were in the spaceship in the sky. And I was in the bathroom and I come out and there was all these girls. They would look like really cosmic and they had their hair glowing and their things were glowing. And then she goes to me, they were like, what are you? What are you? We were all asking each other what you are. And they were like, I'm a healer, I'm a healer, I'm a healer. And what are you? I said, I'm a medium. And they're like, oh. Like, not with an attitude. They were like, oh. And they walked away like as if I didn't belong there or something. You know what I mean? I said, I'm a medium, right? And they were like, oh. That was another one. And then we have the one where, wait, I was just envisioning another dream. What was it? That was important. So I'm logging all these because I'm going to look back at these sooner or later. Okay. I just want to make sure that I get them in order, sort of. Anyway, so that was one of the dreams. And another one that was very important was this one. I was driving with a bunch of cars and they were all going, hundreds of people were driving one way. They were driving one way, which looked like a portal. And it was. Not look like it was a portal, but there was all these cars and people were driving in their cars towards this portal, like a tunnel type of thing. And I was like, where the fuck is everybody going? I was like, wait, no. I was like, I'm not going this way. And I drove the opposite way and I like pushed through everybody. Everybody was like, where are you going? Hey, they was yelling at me and shit. And I started going that way and then I ended up in this place where I've said this dream in the live, but I'm gonna say it again. I was standing there and I stopped. I went into this like back room where this person looked like they were like controlling everybody. Like there was like a side that said hell, a side that said heaven, and it was like they were pushing a button and people were following that button. Like they were just going towards that button. And I remember stopping and looking at him. He looked like Jesus, but not Jesus. Like, so he looked like a version of Jesus. And I said to him, what are you doing? You can't do this. This is not right. I was yelling at him. I was like defending everybody who was going that way. And he looked at me, and I had a little girl, and I was holding her hand, and he was like, I can do whatever I want. And I was like, no, you cannot do this. This is not right. I said, you're deceiving people. This is not right. And he was like, I can do whatever I want. And then this guy walked in and looked at him like, mm-mm. And he was like, oh, I gotta go. And then I woke up. That was another one. The one that I had with the girl, she was in church. Now, this has been happening to me recently is these like revelation type dreams, and this has been happening to me now, and this is June 2022. These dreams have been happening in this month in June. This girl was in a church and she was standing in front. She was talking and like she was doing some like church thing, like, you know, I guess like the Holy Ghost was going over her or something. There was all these people around her, and then she starts talking, and she went from speaking in a normal voice to like sounding like real deep, like demonic sort of kind of voice, is how I could best describe it. And she started saying something, and saying like you will all see, or something like that. And we all looked at her, and then like there was a big crowd. They were sitting in the audience, and she was talking like that. So she was talking normal, and then a demon voice came on, and then this guy's voice came on, and he sounded really smooth and soft and calm, like Obama, but like Morgan Freeman. And he started talking, and he was like making this big speech, and then the crowd was like, yeah. So I believe that one was showing me was somebody's gonna come politically and represent, like, obviously this happens, but this time it's really going to be someone who's really going to deceive the people, and they're going to be like, he's our savior, like they're going to treat him like he's Jesus Christ, is what I'm hearing, and the people are going to go crazy for him. And those of us with intuitive knowledge, we're going to look at him like there's something wrong up with this guy, like I don't know, he's too good to be true is what I'm hearing, right? And then he started talking, and I heard someone say Obama, like that. And either they were showing me what it was with Obama, that he deceived everybody, or that's what's going to be someone who's going to be like that. Now, the most recent one that I had that was super interesting was this woman. I was in this like school like type of place. I was going through all these like transitions and stuff like that. And all I can remember, the most important part of this, my crown chakra is itching so bad. Elon Musk, interesting, maybe. I was in a dream, and I remember the most interesting part of this dream is that I woke up, like all this stuff was happening. I was in a school, all this stuff was happening, and at the end of it, it was a woman and she had short hair. Now I thought it was me. Like I'm like, is that me when I'm older? She had real short hair, but black hair like me, and her hands were folded. And she was sitting in front of the flag, which I thought was Austria at first, because it looked like an Austrian flag. But it was, I'm getting, like, it's so funny. My guys will tap my left eye when it's a no, and my right eye, well, whatever. I'm not going to say much. But it was the flag of the United Kingdom, and she was a woman sitting there, and like she like had her hands folded, and I think that was telling me, either they're showing me like who's gonna be in control or in power, or that I'm not exactly sure what that dream meant, but it was very clear. Like I woke up like, holy shit, like that, like what the fuck, like I wasn't scared or nothing, but she was sitting there with her hands folded and perfectly like, it was just interesting. She was just sitting there like in a political stance. So whatever they're showing me now, they're showing me big things about politics, something that's important that that I'm gonna see come to fruition within a year. I'm hearing. I just heard that. So it was before the school shooting happened. I had a dream that I was in a school and I was on the staircase, and there was cops running around going, "Put your phones away, give me your phones." And I remember looking at the girl in the dream going, "We gotta get out of here. This shit is getting crazy." And I was talking about New York City, and I don't know if that was a week later. The school shooting happened, and the hospital thing happened too. And I'm not sure if they were showing me something that's gonna happen in New York. I also had a dream that we were on the Statue of Liberty and the water flooded and we were all holding on to the Statue of Liberty. I had that dream. I also had a dream about, and this is a personal dream that I've tried to tell my mom, but she's like, "All right, you and your dreams." Was with my with a family member and something happening with them, and me saying, "Why did you do that to us?" And they said, "Well, you shouldn't have been paying attention to your kids." That was a message, and guess what? Because my dreams never lie, really, right? They never lie. They never lie. They never lie. Sometimes I'll see a dream in the opposite of what exactly is happening, and it'll be like the opposite of what I saw. I had them revealed to me about a person who I thought was my friend, and her and another girl, they were like talking shit about me, and they left me in another city. And after that, I just stopped talking to the girl. And she was like, "Why'd you stop talking to me?" I was like, "Because I had a dream about you." She was like, "Because you had a dream." I was like, "Yeah, man, but the dream was telling me something about you, and I'm not risking that again because I've had that before." What else is important that I need to log? Oh, how could I forget this one? Well, she said that I can't tell nobody much for the next time she comes to visit me, which she will. She will be coming back to see me again. She will. Again, both times. One time it was a girl from the Pleiades giving me the message. Just one time when I saw the woman with the United Kingdom flag behind her, it was a man who told me this message that this is gonna happen, blah blah blah, and then he showed me the woman in the UK. With the girl from the Pleiades, she had black hair and a ponytail, and she had like perfect body, and she had like a spacesuit on. She was human, but like an evolved human being, obviously, because she could sort of float, and she was hovering, and she was coming down from her home in the sky, which she showed to me, by the way, which it was in the sky in the clouds, and she told me we cover it with clouds, like you can't see it because it's behind like clouds, like there's actual cities in the sky, basically. Not saying that it's right here because it's not here, like we would have to definitely travel to see it, like light years to see this. And then it was a city building in the sky, and she pointed it to it. And this is not the first time. I've actually had dinner with my spirit guides in the restaurant in the sky. And I remember when I first came on this journey, I had those dreams are very important. One of them said the number 500, and then it had gold letters, and then it said God, and then all these people in white clothes. They were humans, but like obviously ascended humans. They had white clothing on, and they were like floating up on the sky. One of them was like flying on a skyscraper. But in this dream particularly was interesting because she flew down with this like personal spaceship, right, which was like made for one person just to come so she can come get the message down to earth. And she came by the window and she stood by the window and she looked at me and she was like, I'm here, like, and she didn't talk though. They always talk to me telepathically, and if you can't speak telepathically, they'll speak to you in words. But if you're telepathic, they'll only use telepathic communication, and they always use telepathic. They never speak to me. Like they just say stuff in their mind, and I pick it up and I know what they're saying. She definitely looked like me, but like a different me, you know, like just like the me that I'm like I'm trying to get there with that body and all that. Bitch was looking good. So she comes down anyway in her personal spaceship, and I'm in a house with a lot of windows. Like I said, I always envision my house like the top part being mostly windows because I like open windows like that, but not like on the bottom. I don't like because I don't feel comfortable or safe like with windows on the bottom. I always feel safe, but like you know what I'm saying. I just don't like all windows. But anyway, there was windows all over the top again, and she comes and she pulls up and oh shit! What the fuck? Oh my god. Yo, what the fuck was that? Bitch, what the fuck? I feel like something just burned me right here. Like right there. You see that? Do you see that? Ooh, they don't like that. Yo, what the? Look at this shit. Look. Wait, do you see that? Do you actually see that right there? Oh my god. Bro, look. Oh, you son of a bitch. Bro, that shit is red. Like, it's red because something just... Look, it's like something... Right there, you see it? Oh my god, it scratches. Oh my... No, bitch. Motherfucker. You see what happens when you tell secrets? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is why. This is what the fuck I'm talking about, yo. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. That's sick. Bro, this is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Shit just be happening. Like, I'll be talking about things that... I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. Okay, whatever. Maybe I'm not supposed to tell you guys that. And if I'm not supposed to tell you that, I'm not supposed to tell you that. All I'm saying is pay attention to your dreams right now because there's a lot of revelations happening, a lot of information coming in for the collective. And, you know, you guys, that hurt. Like, that burned. Like, it felt like someone burned my leg. Like, that was crazy. I mean, I'm not surprised. You know, the things that I'm telling you are things that, you know, they don't want people to know. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, this is, yeah. Look. You see that? You see it. It looks like, that whole area is red right now. Look at those scratches. Look. No, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm just, I'm not okay with that. I'm not comfortable with that at all. I'm not, you know, I don't like that because that makes me feel very uncomfortable. Yo, get the fuck out of my house. Leave. Now. Now. Exit. 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 Exit the room. Get out. I don't care who you are, who sent you here. You're gonna leave. You don't scare me. That's a fact. You do not scare me. I'm not afraid of you. You understand that, right? Get the fuck out. Get out. I'm gonna wait 5 seconds for you to leave. And if you don't, we're gonna have a whole bunch of angelic realm people here to let you leave, okay? You're not gonna be putting your fucking hands on me. No, we're not gonna do that. We don't scratch people and shit. That's petty. Get the fuck out. Get out. Yo, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna say this once, and I'm gonna say this once. Step away from my home. Step out of my house. You will never stop the light worker from the work they do. I don't try to stop you from what you're doing. I don't get in your way. You will not put your hands on me, and you will not disrespect my energy ever again. You do not hold any power over me because I am fearless over you. You will remove yourself from this home, and you will never place your fucking hands on me again. Let me make that real clear. Do you hear me? That's not a threat. I'm not threatening you. We got a whole bunch of spirit team, a whole bunch of guides that are going to come in and remove you out of this space. You could either do it for yourself or it's going to be done for you. You got literally 2 minutes to do it. I'm giving you the option. Once you don't choose to remove yourself, you will be removed into the ether, and then you will never find your way back to wherever you are doing whatever you're doing to people. Remove yourself and clear the energy now. I will not say it again. You have absolutely no power over me, and that's a whole fact. I'm not afraid of anybody, but also, I pay attention, because what if that's my guide saying, don't say nothing, it's not meant for people to hear right now, you know what I mean? Some people ain't ready for it, because I ain't afraid of none of these motherfuckers. Trust me when I tell you, believe that. I ain't scared of none of them. Okay? I ain't lighting shit. They're gonna fucking leave because I said they're gonna leave, and that's that. Fuck, I look like a fucking sucker? You gonna play with me? No, bitch, you got the wrong motherfucking one. Not today, bitch. Not today. Like I was saying, you cannot stop a light worker from giving the message. My point is, forget about all that. Those are my personal dreams that I experienced, okay? But I'm going to tell you something right now. Pay attention to your dreams. When you're getting messages and revelations and just because we're not Jesus doesn't mean that we can't receive messages from the higher realms that are enlightening to other people. And sometimes, listen, you got to be strong to be a light worker, because you're literally exposing things that some energies don't want you to expose. There's energies out there that literally work to stop you from getting your message. But here's the thing. They could try and stop all they want, because as a light worker, you're guided and you have a team of souls behind you. And no matter what, even if they think they get away with something for a second, they're always going to be cleared from your energy. Don't be afraid of nothing. I mean, because some of these entities, they don't believe in Palo Santo and Sage. That shit don't work for them, okay? They're like, fuck that Sage, fuck that. I don't see it as a demonic energy. That's what you gotta understand. It's not that. It's like a dark energy, but it's not from the realms of Palo Santo and Sage. These are energies that, this is their job. Their job is to try to stop you from giving the message. And I'm not going to get mad at them, because that's their job. Just like my job is to expose the truth, their job is to stop the exposure. So, hey, it's a battle of the fucking fittest. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to run first? It ain't going to be me. Because let me tell you something. I done been through it all. I done seen it all. Like, they done intimidated me. They done shit to me. Took away things from me. My energy source had me distracted. But let me tell you something. I stand with the energy of God within me. I am God within me. So you're not going to stop the power that's within me, because actually what they don't understand is that when they do, I just saw something pass right here. Actually, what they don't understand is that when they do stuff like that, it only makes me stronger. It makes me more powerful, because it makes me see that I must be giving an important message if you're trying to stop it. You see what I'm saying? That's like the necessary evil here is that them doing that they have absolutely no clue that what they're doing is actually empowering me more. So yeah, I am going to I'm gonna light some Palo Santo and sage from my daughter's room right there, but like it's just some Palo Santo. I'm gonna clear it up. My aura, clear my aura out because like I said, when I first started doing this live, if you guys heard what I said. You guys heard what I said. I said they're watching you, so be careful what you say. But I'm telling people my dreams. I don't sit here and say nothing fucking. This is my personal dreams. Like if my personal dreams must obviously be important because why would they do what they're doing if my dreams weren't important, right? So obviously they're not liking the fact that I'm receiving information and they don't like the fact that I'm giving the information. So now what we're gonna do is ask our guides and our loved ones and our angels and our guardian angels to clear the energy and ground, and we'll take the message that if I'm not supposed to tell a situation, I won't again. You know, it's all about perspective, and the perspective that I have is we are all here doing a job. Everybody's got a job to do, and some of the jobs that some people got to do are dirty, and some of them are not, and it is what it is. And so I'm going to send love and light to all these energies and clear the energy and protect myself from all negative forces and energies and entities from all time, space, and dimensions. I'm clearing the energy and removing them out into the living and light, sending them out, clearing the aura, clearing the ground, clear it and ground. Let's clear the energy, please. Any attachments that may have formed attachments as I spoke in these lives from anyone or any time or place or dimension, clear the energy, we clear it and ground. Let's clear the energy and ground. It's cleared and ground. It's cleared and ground. Clear the energy and ground. It's cleared and ground. It's clear the energy and ground. It's cleared and ground. It's clear the energy and ground. Cleared and ground. It's cleared and ground. It's clear the energy and ground. It's cleared and ground. Okay. This is this is the way the work goes of a light worker, man. You gotta be strong, you gotta be tough, you can't be afraid, even if something shocks you for a second and might stop you for a second, you gotta understand, like, there's just, this is the way it goes, man. This is the spiritual world. It's a tough place to be at. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody, is what I gotta say. It ain't for everybody. It is not for everybody, and that's a fact. Not everyone can deal with this kind of stuff. Let's clear the energy, please. Let's clear it in ground, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael. Send a love and light to this room, to this home, to this space. And I'm clearing the energy. Send a love and light to this room, to this home, to this space. And I'm clearing the energy. Clearing the energy down. Let's clear it around. Give me a second, you guys. Let's clear it around. Let's clear it around. Let's clear it around. Let's clear it around. Clearing the energy, clearing the space. Clearing the energy, clearing the space. Calling all protection from all corners of the earth, the sky, the sun. Calling protection from all time, space, and dimensions. Protection, healing, love, and light. Alright, guys. That just got intense. Anyway, so like I was saying, pay attention to your dreams. Just remember that if you're doing this work, it's not going to always be the easiest. And if you can't handle, the fact that there's people and forces and they're doing their job, you're doing your job, and sometimes it's a battle, and sometimes that battle can get real tough, okay? And you gotta be a little bit of a gangster to do light working, okay? They don't choose you for a light worker because you're afraid or you're weak. They chose you because they knew that you could stand up in the face of darkness and say, I am the light. You will not destroy my light, and you will not destroy my mission. You will not stop my mission. My mission is clear, and when I'm sent on it, I'm going to always follow through with that mission. It's just the way it's got to be. So as far as anything goes, I don't hate anybody. I'm sending love and light to everyone. But also, you're not gonna fuck me. I'm not gonna get intimidated. Like, it's not gonna happen. We've already been down this road before, so now I can feel a whole bunch of angelic presence in here. A lot of light just came in, like a lot of protection just got called in. They saw what happened. They heard the message got sent over, and now I actually can still feel some angelic forces coming in, and they're calling Archangel Michael and the Holy Ghost kind of energy. You know, that kind of like spiritual gangsters are coming in right now. Like, what happened? Who touched her? Oh, that's it. And so yeah, so it's happening. So love and light to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But we can't. You know, that's it. The message is what the message is, and I can really feel a lot of angels coming here right now, and they feel the need to surround this home right now, so they're doing that, and I can sense them coming in, and I can feel it. But you know, pay attention to your dreams. So this has been my dream log for June 2022, whatever I can remember right now. But there's more. There's a lot more where these came from, and I'm going to reveal those dreams as I get them, and then reveal them. I love you guys. Love and light to you guys. You just say a little prayer for yourselves and clear the energy in the ground. Okay. You guys have a good night. Alright, I'm gonna do some meditation and some clearing, and look at this fucking mark because I kept touching my face. Alright guys, good night. I'll see you later.